Welcome back.
We're back.
To another evening of D&D. We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the Veiled Forests of Orvigo. We're just waiting on our DM DJ to arrive. He is out hunting badgers for freedom. He's got to free them. And the only way to free them is to hunt them.
Or freedom?
The only way to free them is to hunt them.
Common misconception is I
There's
thought he had to hunt them
There's
to
a freedom
gain his
badgers.
freedom.
Well, there's too many of them, and he does have to hunt them. It's
For
terrible.
freedom.
For
Freedom.
Yeah.
Like for justice. But
Yeah,
for
for
freedom.
justice.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. But we're going to go around the table real quick and introduce
Who's
ourselves.
freedom?
Who knows?
His own.
Theirs.
We're here for
Setting
freedom.
them free.
The United Badgers of America.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
win.
That sucks.
You have to kill the badgers for the United Badgers of America?
Isn't that something the United Badgers of America would do?
It's really unfortunate. Anyway, I'm Don, and I'll be playing Flint Iron Fist this evening.
I'm Sarah, and I'll be playing Chessa.
I'm John, and I'm contemplating the purge.
Can't speak to that. My name's Glenn. I
Chal.
play Crom.
I'm Chal. I'll be playing a badger.
And I'm DJ.
Oh, there he is.
I'm here. I'm back from hunting badgers for freedom.
You're the BM.
I earned my freedom.
Badger
I'm the Badger Master.
I earned my
You
freedom.
can call me the Badger Master.
Oh, no.
You big BM.
Nope.
Thank you, Siren, for the resub 49
What about
months.
Dungeons and Badgers?
Badgers
like
and
that.
dragons.
Oh.
TM.
Badgers and badgers.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a
Oodles
bunch of
of
badgers.
I would like to roll for Badger.
Make a badger site check.
So last
For
week,
sight.
we opened with the Doulahan, the half horse, half human dude, walking out from the woods and just kind of standing there staring at you all confidently as you took a moment to like gather yourselves before this fight properly began. You guys gathered yourselves. There was a short bit of role play, and then we dove into fighting this thing. Lot of heavy blows before it finally went down, and then decided it wasn't done yet, and just stood back up and summoned 3 death's heads and attacked again.
I wasn't finished. He stands up.
So he rose and attacked y'all again. So you killed him again. That's a kind of short version of that combat because it was a pretty long one.
Mm-hmm.
Following that, there was some discussion with
Tuwu?
thank you, Tuwu. That was his name.
Mm-hmm.
Some discussion with him about the history of Reiju and attacks by these types of monsters on the city before. He said, there really wasn't many attacks from like creatures in the past, especially ones like this, but they had seen the axe-beak baboons and things like that before. But yeah, he basically said that there was some entity or force that disliked the fact that Reiju was a self-sufficient town and didn't rely on others for its stability. And they've felt targeted for that reason since they were outcasted from Groteveg. And that's roughly where we left off. Was, I believe that was the last thing that was said before we ended.
I said get Tuwu. Or get Johnny.
Johnny. That's right.
And he was like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. So, Tuwu, I believe you guys were in the inn, correct? Or were you still just out? No, you were still just out.
We
They
were
were
outside.
out, and I had left with Tuwu to go find Johnny and bring him back.
Right. Okay, so everyone that, would still be standing around, you guys watch Tuwu and Crom just kind of mosey off.
Bye.
I mean, if you want to.
Alright, yeah. I just didn't know which one you wanted to resolve first.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be long.
Alright.
Bye.
See ya.
Top of the morning.
Top
Top of the
on.
morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
Quick lock the doors.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to wander off into the direction of the good old aggressive Hyacinth, because that was where Tuwu said he would bring Johnny to us.
Same.
Where
Yeah,
they're
I guess
going
that's
to
where
get
we're
him.
going. Yeah.
Cool, so I guess we
We're following.
realize that he's going in that direction, and we stand about 15 paces behind him.
I just called him back in. I'll just have y'all walk over together.
No,
Like,
we'll leave.
Resolve.
I
Yeah, I'll resolve
I
from-
will not stand.
Y'all are going the same way, Glenn.
Top of them up.
Holy
That's like
shit,
that
it's
awkward, like,
Chrome.
all right, I'll talk to you later, and then
You
Walk
walk the
down
same
the same
direction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you just step out into traffic. Characters.
Is there? Can I get a bus?
Yeah, there's definitely a bus, yeah. No, so you guys would begin walking. You are toward the northwest corner of the cul-de-sac. You would just have to walk slightly southeast. It's not very far. You can see it when you turn around. So you walk across the clearing to the aggressive hyacinth, and Tuwu stops at the door and goes, He's in here. If you want to just hang out down here, I'll bring him down for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And he opens the door and walks in and proceeds upstairs. And you guys walk in and take a table.
Mm-hmm.
This is mine now.
This is mine now.
I need this thing.
People are sitting there like, what the fuck?
We saved your town. Shut up.
You just take their table with all the food on it. This is mine
Just
now.
sit on their laps.
how it works, right? We save a
Mhm.
town, it belongs to us. That's how all the others have gone so
Right.
wrong.
This
Yeah.
is my town now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you guys take your table and anything you want to do before Tuwu and Johnny make their way downstairs.
Is that librarian guy dead?
I don't think so.
I think him
Where is he?
and
I haven't
Kane?
seen him.
Yeah, Kane would still be there.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
Kane's dead.
He would be
Where
at the
is
aggr-
he?
He would be at the aggressive highest.
Okay.
Did he
could
run
be.
there when the
Has he just
stuff
been sitting
started
at a
going
table?
down?
He, I mean, he'd be sitting there with Canary, like, just kind of helping her along to the ways of normal society.
I hate him. I mean, yeah, I guess I would gesture them over.
Hello again.
We're gonna talk to Johnny.
Very good. He knows a lot about this land, and
You should be here for it.
oh, thank you.
Sit.
What?
Sit.
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
he sits on the floor.
And he's hyped, man. He's so excited for this conversation. He's sitting there with his little notepad.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's all.
after a few minutes, Tuwu and Johnny would come down the stairs.
Can we get a kid's menu?
Connected
crayons.
chicken fingers, please.
I'm gonna hand that to Canary.
Send the bartender out to harvest ants again.
Before that happens, I'm just gonna look over at Kane, just preempting him in case something goes bad. You ever watched anyone get killed before, Kane?
You ever seen murder in real life?
He watched us massacre a whole camp.
That's true.
Just there.
Never mind. Just ignore that.
We killed like 13 people in front of
Yeah.
Never mind. You were there for that. I forgot.
Hey, Kane.
Not
You ever watch me rip the life from someone in cold blood?
You ever seen the life leave somebody's eyes?
You want to see me do it again?
not since I met you, but yes, now I have.
Cool. If stuff goes bad, just hop under that table over there.
That was the plan.
All right.
I'm not much of a fighter.
I didn't think so.
More of a scholarly type.
That's apparent.
I got that. Yeah.
But
You can be both.
the pen is mightier than the sword.
I don't think so.
Do you want to test that hypothesis?
Just get a pen.
I have a pen.
Give it to him.
Oh, I have a pen.
He's got a weapon.
Oh, I got him.
Give me your pen.
I need it to write with.
Your pen.
Okay,
I
here.
need hands to write too.
I guess.
We're gonna look at the pen. Does it look like it's got a nice fine point?
It's pretty fine point, yeah.
I will look him in the eyes and attempt to stab myself in the
I will
hand.
take the pen from Olaf.
I will battle to keep control of said pen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm assuming you're winning that one.
Probably.
I feel like I should.
You use all your portent dice already.
That's a 26.
I got an 11, so.
Yeah, no.
Gimme.
Yeah, I mean, not like through my hand, but just to see whether or not it's capable of even remotely breaking skin.
This is like
Why?
This is like a
Like a cool.
like a
Yeah.
quill
A
pen.
feather.
It's
It's not like a ballpoint pen.
Is it a fountain
It-
pen?
That would be more concerning. if
no,
it
it's
was.
like a quill pen, but it's pretty sharp.
They're very sharp.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you don't have to make an attack roll, I
Yeah,
guess.
no, I would just press until I felt it penetrate the skin.
Yeah,
And
it
then.
would hurt like hell.
Ow. I don't think it's mightier. You can't cut off a head with that.
Not literally, no.
Figuratively, can you cut off a head with that?
Maybe.
I think emotionally.
One good letter to the right person? Who knows what that'll change?
It's 26 of them. What one would you choose?
Write me a letter.
B.
B.
I'll get back to you on that.
Bruh.
What do you need a letter for?
D. Dead.
Like a letter of recommendation?
No,
Like a cover letter, applying for a job.
I've never written a letter or received a letter.
I'll write you a letter detailing your exploits,
My what?
your achievements,
All the things we've done.
all the things you've killed.
The times that you've exploited yourself, I guess.
I exploit myself a lot for personal gain.
I don't like him anymore.
Don't forget my hands.
I probably will not.
Good.
Can I mail these or?
But anyway,
You can receive these hands in 2 to 4 business days.
To express ship these hands?
for the low price of $3.99, you can expedite to overnight shipping. Anyway, after a couple more minutes, Tuwu and Johnny would walk downstairs, and it's been like a year since I did Johnny's voice, so I can't remember
Yeah,
what
it's
it was. So I'm gonna take a stab at it. Hello.
Howdy.
Hey,
It's nice to see you all again.
Do you remember us?
Nanaxi. Yes, I do. It's not often downfall of a city happens. I remember
Really?
it.
that seems unlikely.
Oh, sorry, not a city, the leader.
Well, we did kind of take the city.
And then the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have
And then the other
Reputation.
Seems like it
we have
happens
like
pretty
a calling
often,
card.
actually.
I think you guys might actually be the bad guys.
Two, we're not taking this one,
I don't know what to tell.
probably.
I would appreciate it if you didn't. I have put a lot of work into this home.
You've been pretty good so far.
Yeah, you've been fine.
If you die, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's one of really.
Do you have a will and
I think you may be a worthy successor.
No matter how you die.
You may have to fight the next in line for it, but
Who's next in line? Hold on.
Do you have a list of names?
Something needs to get resolved here. I was told there's a list.
You just made my list.
You just ajarred a really big fucking door.
Two, do you have a sword?
I can't remember. No, he has a battle axe.
Battle axe.
Could you get one if you needed it? Like if you needed one.
No, I'm sure I could source a sword from somewhere.
All right,
This
Kane.
one from somewhere.
There you go. Pen, sword. Let's see.
It's fucking Fight Club.
Maybe another time.
All right.
We may have business to attend here.
Well, yes, but I figured, for celebration after for the town that we saved.
Kill each other.
Kane gets split in two.
It's a strong pen.
Right?
And
Never
Johnny
know.
could write about it.
I could. No,
See?
that was alarming. That was alarming.
He's involved now.
Right?
That's bad.
Oh my god.
I'm an accomplice.
I might just do Larman's voice because it'll be easy to remember.
That's
But
really what I thought.
This
Why,
dude sounds
I
like
like how
Larman.
you
just
can remember
assumed.
Larman, who you did, 2 years ago?
Yeah. He's
I
a
mean,
very
more
than
memorable.
that?
Please don't.
Please don't. Yeah, it's that high southern rather than the low southern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
The Deep South. It's fine.
Onyxian versus.
Yeah, exactly. Versus Larman.
Really, everyone's just a variety of different southern voices.
That's the only one I can do reliably.
I can't stop. Please help.
So Johnny would, I forgot about that. I gotta stop. Johnny would go, yeah, I mean, I could, but,
I hate you now.
okay. That's quite rude, but,
I'm just kidding.
oh, thank you. Anyway,
Write it down.
anyway,
What are we doing with Johnny again?
I understand y'all requested to speak to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't.
I don't remember why.
I was the one who asked.
Oh.
Why the fuck do you know about Utheist and his pages?
You pick up tale here and there as you travel across this land.
From
Oh, that's
who?
fucking dumb.
We've
Being
not
a
heard
touring
shit.
musician as I am. Oh, When's the last time you got a guard drunk?
Why do the guards know about Utheist?
They know about the rumors in their city, and they pass it along to me.
Why did you know about journal pages?
Well, I mean, buddy Kane there, he ran a university, not a university, a museum. He had journal pages. It's not necessarily a secret.
They were kept behind a glass fucking pane.
Well, they're very valuable.
Why?
Well, it's the history of this land. History is important. It should be preserved, held on to.
It belongs in a museum.
It's fine.
Nicholas Kane.
God damn it.
There's actually a map on the back of the Declaration of Utheist.
It's the journal pages.
What about the sword?
You mean Utheist sword?
Yeah.
Well, I understand your buddy Kane had it there in the museum along with the journal pages.
They're there.
Yep.
It's getting confirmed.
they're
Yeah,
there.
definitely there.
They are
We saw
definitely
those.
still there.
Sword never met her. Nope.
But yeah, from, stories here and there I've picked up. Managed to piece together a couple songs about Utheist and this land of Orvigo and the horrors that exist here.
I don't think so. We've seen a lot of people and talked to a lot of guards. We gaslit a couple of them, so that doesn't really track. I'm gonna be honest. That seems wrong to me.
Is there another way that you were coming across this information?
I mean, good writer never reveals his sources.
I don't think that's true at all.
It's the exact opposite of the truth. Yeah, you're right.
As,
But
some,
I'm gonna
as,
need your works cited page.
Yeah, do you have a big bibliography
as
we can
someone
look
who's
at?
read
or-
a lot of books and spent a lot of time around very good writers,
oh yeah, you would know immediately that's bullshit. Yeah, absolutely. There is no insight check needed. Yeah,
Yeah.
immediately that's
oh no, that's
nonsense.
Chessa staring right at him. That's
Make a
incorrect.
perception check.
Is it perception?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. He would be speaking more emotively than I do. His hands would be like flying around and shit,
Wacky arm inflated.
Yeah, wacky waving inflatable arms.
Selma, is that you?
I got some guards.
You've got
I heard
a
y'all killed some shit.
really different conveyance there.
Johnny, you're a
I
bad
mean, trust
liar.
this
No,
man.
you
His
know,
arms are
yeah,
a little
absolutely.
crazy.
You've got a horrible tell, Johnny. You just gotta start lying and then cookie, cookie, cookie.
It's all the air leaving.
It's like whenever you see like Kermit the Frog run around.
He's full of lies, and as they escape, his arms
Yeah,
flail.
it's all the hot air going
Yeah.
up through his
Mhm.
arms. Yeah, immediate nonsense. But your perception check 13. You, as he's moving his hands around like talking, on the inside of his right wrist, you would see just like a little, probably about the size of a quarter, about that big, of just like clearly fleshy burnt skin. Where like there was definitely something there and it's been burnt off with like a circle brand so you can no longer recognize what was there. It's very clear defined edges so it doesn't look like he accidentally like touched a thing. Like it looks to be intentional.
Does it look fresh?
No. Very healed. Very healed. But he would say, yeah, a good writer never reveals his sources. I can't. Because then you may go after them, and we can't have that.
We've literally heard your stories. We could just take them. I don't understand why that's a problem.
Well, because you don't know who told me that story.
Yeah, but why does that matter?
Have to keep your
I
sources.
could become you from the things that you've
Where
said,
your
and no one
skin
would know.
embody you, sir.
I'm just saying that's kind of a flimsy argument.
Fair. I mean, I more do it to protect my sources and keep them anonymous. If you had a way of imitating me and seeking them out, I guess that's your prerogative.
is.
We are the bad guys. Oh no.
How did
Wait a minute, you mean to tell me there's people out there telling the truth? We can't have this shit. No.
He's trying to keep them anonymous.
I
for
need
their
a list.
safety.
I need a list of all the people.
these sources? How did you come across them?
Like I said, traveling around, getting drunk with people.
So they're just people in town that you happened upon, and they knew the stories of Utheist and the pages and all that other jazz.
Yeah, again, it's not necessarily a secret. Not many people put much weight in those stories. It's kind of regarded as a folklore, tale of legend.
You said it was fucking history and important to keep.
Exactly.
Who were the keepers?
Well, there's a couple loose journal pages out that you can see, your buddy Kane here has. Most of them are, the journal pages have either not been found or are being held somewhere and we're not quite sure where. My suspicion is they're in Groteveg, in the library. If I wanted to keep something secret, I think that's where I'd put it.
In a public library.
It's not public.
It was a public library. Now it's only accessible by the denizens of Denier.
Why keep them secret?
Right.
The rest of the journal pages. Some of them may outline locations, and those locations can be quite dangerous, and also hold many artifacts and memorabilia from our past. So we keep those secret, so that way, well, I can't say we, to be clear.
I think you can say we.
That was definitely him, not me.
Actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant them.
No, I think you meant we.
I didn't mean we.
I'm gonna pull out my journal and open up to his song that he sang when we first met him, where he mentioned 7 locks and something being kept behind magic deep freeze that we haven't seen in any of these journal pages.
So with the receipts. Yes.
And I'm just gonna open it up and slide it over to him.
Oh, well, see, in context, all right, y'all got me. They are in Groteveg, but in terms of the 7 locks, that pertains to, and he kind of looks at Tuwu, and he goes, would you mind, and Tuwu goes, no, I can go somewhere else if you need me to. It's fine. I'll just go upstairs real quick. Do y'all need me?
No.
Excellent. I'll see you later. I don't want to hear this.
It's gonna be some dangerous shit. I gotta
I don't want to be involved in this at all.
I'd rather die than listen to this.
He was like, oh, thank God I can leave.
And Tuwu just fucks off upstairs.
So I'll go fuck myself.
I just look at this paper. Maybe the pen is mightier than the sword.
And Johnny goes, all right, well, I guess I should probably start at the beginning.
Should probably fucking apologize for lying.
That too, probably where I should start. I'm sorry. You see, my safety may be threatened if my prior affiliations were known.
Affiliations?
Yeah, or membership.
To a group?
That is correct. Yes.
Does your group have a uniform, possibly?
Well, we did have a symbol, yes, and yes, it is the one you're thinking of. That's what this is. That is where the tattoo was.
Give her the pen.
Tis my teeth.
Now,
Could you imagine smiting with the pen? Just in his eye. She's gonna go full blown Heath Ledger and just like, into the tail.
so he gestures to the spot where the tattoo was, where the burn currently is.
Yeah.
He goes, when I was still in Fabroxy, fell in with the wrong crowd. Began to believe some things that necessarily weren't true.
Such as?
Well,
Minerva's sitting on her hands because she just made amends with these two, and they're like, I'm not going to get myself in trouble again.
Yeah, I'd put my hand on her pauldron and just like...
You can feel me cooking. I am heating up.
Slow down, champ. I'm gonna cast heat metal.
It's fine. My disguised sword just becomes a pen. And just here you go. It's a pen.
It's the biggest pen ever. Dude. It's just so heavy.
You said it was in Fabroxy that he
Lost his way.
Yeah.
that he got the tattoo and fell in with the wrong crowd. Yeah. We basically, I was led to believe over many years, with again the wrong people, that Utheist did kill Oog. Or was it Oog or the other dude? Hang on one sec.
Og.
No, it was Oog and
Steven.
Steven, yeah. It would have been Steven.
Utheist,
Oog and
Og, and Paul.
Yeah, it would have been
The Beatles.
Ziffy.
Oh no, this is John Lennon. Oh, we gotta kill him.
It's Oog, Ringo.
That famous
what
Beatle. Oog.
The world.
I thought you were going to say Ringo.
No, Ringo's not famous.
He's not. He didn't exist.
He was the fifth Beatle.
Right?
There we go. It was. His name wasn't Utheist, it was Clav. But it was Utheist, Ewan, and Oog.
Two Woogs
What a
in.
name.
And I believe it was Ewan who was killed and
Not
Oog
Ewan
who
McGregor,
reported.
no.
I gotta go.
He had the high ground.
Literally, like Roxy.
Come on, man. He had the actual high ground.
But there are some that believe that Utheist did that intentionally and knowingly with the effort of creating dissension from the organization of Fabroxy as a whole. And that was his form of beginning a protest and effectively a civil war.
Killing one of his friends was done in protest.
And to trigger a civil war, that's correct, yeah. They believe he did that intentionally. He was regarded very highly amongst his peers. Seeing him be outcasted or killed or they didn't have the death penalty, so he wouldn't have been killed, but seeing him embarrassed and rejected from the society that grew him and also his following, and would have very easily turned them against Fabroxy as a whole. So they believe that they should continue his work in that goal by really just wanton random murders. Now, in Fabroxy, those murders are generally not talked about very often because they want Fabroxy to remain a, clean and opulent society, they claim.
So this group of masked men
Right.
serve to honor essentially Utheist in murdering random people? Is that correct?
Right. That's correct.
In order to destabilize things?
To destabilize and to also instill distrust in Fabroxy. Because if, people in town are watching their other citizens get murdered and then not hearing any official announcement of it, they start to have questions. So that was their goal. I had gotten picked up with a group of them.
So they're just, for lack of a better term, just a group of terrorists? They just cause terror for no rhyme or reason?
Not for no reason. Their goal is to really just display and shine a spotlight on the hypocrisy of Fabroxy.
By killing randoms and innocents.
Correct. Again, I'm not saying that this was a proper course of action, nor a smart one, or a good one. But this was the story. This was the rhetoric that over many years you were kind of indoctrinated to. So I had been dropped to Orvigo many years ago now.
For what was your crime?
I was just getting into that. I had been picked up with a group of them following their murder. I did not kill anybody. I had been in the hideout of a city when they came for them, and I happened to be there, and since I matched a description, I was taken too because I had the tattoo.
Who did they murder?
Oh, I cannot remember.
You have no idea who they murdered.
This was a very, very long time ago.
So, not recent. Many years ago.
Sorry, I'm doing math in my head real quick. Okay. He would say... Give me a minute, I gotta read through this again. The only thing I can really remember was she had orange hair.
Are the members still down here that you were dropped with?
Oh, no, most of them died during the fall. It is a rough fall.
Most isn't all.
No, it sure isn't. And me and a couple men that lived, I think it was about 3 to 4 of us, banded together and began to make our way through Orvigo. This was, again, very, very long time ago. Things are much different in Orvigo now than they were then. Generally, there were more monsters. It was actually much more dangerous here when I came.
If I asked nicely, would you be able to point me in the direction of the men that you were dropped with?
Sorry, I was getting there. They're all dead now. They did not all die during the drop. The ones that remained, some of them we lost to a weird party in the woods. Others in
Fat Kool-Aid.
Damn you, Jim Jones.
Yeah, none of them are alive. And me being in this land without anyone that I knew, without a reputation to uphold, I was given a new chance. And as I began to travel around Orvigo from city to city and learn more about the people that were here, I realized that I had no interest in continuing my work from Fabroxy here. Much the opposite. I came to find a lot of commonality and solidarity with the people here. Recognize that mistakes probably shouldn't carry all the way through your life. Granted, I know I did some very bad things, but that's why I tell the tales I do now, not so much as a just a folk story, more so as a warning.
Olaf, what was the thing you told me in the woods when I
I'll
tried...
kill you if you touch Flint.
Yeah. What was the thing you said about my words? about them maybe not holding up, that actions speak louder,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else anybody wants to say to our friend over here?
I'm gonna put my hand on, like, tighter on your armor. Don't.
Say you didn't kill anybody.
It's not right.
I did not.
He was affiliated with the wrong people.
How'd you join the cult then? What was your initiation?
I killed a man.
Oh man, it was murder. Innocence.
They just let anybody in who said they wanted the tattoo?
I mean, it's a cool tattoo.
Yeah, no.
You have to, like, blow a guy.
Well, he had a really nice pen.
Really
I
nice
don't remember
pen.
his name. He's trying to black.
I don't know if you know this, but the pen is not.
Just might here.
No, my initiation was more of a trial than it was a proper initiation. The proper initiation into the cult is indeed to kill a man. I had joined up with them not long before they killed that girl with the orange hair in the woods. It wasn't. It was shortly before that. I was still making my way to where they were.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket, pull out the sketch that I have of my sister, and just look at it real quick, tuck it into my shirt, look him dead in the eyes, and cast command.
Okay. That's a whiz save? Mm-hmm. Okay. That would be... Okay. What's your spell save DC?
14.
Nope.
I tell him to grovel. So he's on his hands and knees.
Mm-hmm.
I stand up from the table and I kick him square in the gut.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah, this is good.
That was, for me, the DM, unexpected.
Well, you see what had happened was...
What had happened
He came
was-
at me with a pen! You said you was friends with the persons that done murdered her sister.
This is tame.
This is extremely dangerous.
Here's the fun part.
I will not kill him.
That's fine. That's none of my business.
I'm not even I'm not looking.
Yeah.
I was just saying this is unexpected. That is an aggressive action which would trigger initiative.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna have to take a couple minutes because I do not have a character sheet for this dude.
He's a bard.
Yeah, so I can make one very
You
quickly.
could probably just pull up a bard.
Well, I want to do a proper one.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break so I can just get that together.
That's
real
fine.
quick.
Go ahead.
Sick.
I'm gonna beat his fucking ass.
Top of the moment. Let's get
Top
this
of the
shit.
moment. Also, I forgot to hit the table one, so.
Uh-oh. Bring him back.
There we go.
Throw it back.
Oh, man.
Turn off, turn it back on, Glenn.
Disappointing.
Oh. There it is. Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
There we go. Got the zoom lens out for this bad boy.
Yeah, so he tells the story about how he joined the cult and, you know, essentially like joined in with these group of guys that killed my sister. I ask if anybody else wants to talk to him. They sort of say no, and I just look him dead in the eyes and tell him to grovel. Drops to his hands and knees, and I very cool, calm, and collectively stand up from the table and just all my might kick him square in the gut.
Roll to attack. Yep, that'll hit.
Okay.
I can see it from here.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it'd be so fucking funny if she missed.
Yeah. Just like, whoa.
Your eyes are better than
And
mine.
I did all of that just for her to miss. Dude, that would have been so upset.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's like a 16, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Yeah.
And that's on the die, yeah. So you kick him in the gut. Go ahead and, what's your unarmed strike, a D4?
It's 1 plus your strength mod.
There you go.
So probably
Five
strength
or
mod of
6?
4 or 5.
It's a 5.
5, so it's 6 damage.
It's not insignificant.
Yeah.
Damn!
You just get that automatically.
You rolled that.
Everybody's unarmed strike is that, yeah.
And then go ahead and roll your
If
initiative.
you have a -1 to strength, you do no damage.
No damage on a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
12.
the idea is like most commoners have literally between like 2 and 6 hit points, so a 4 damage punch is actually like kind of fucking insane.
Yeah, you just run around killing
Murder everybody with your am.
What are you doing? I'm farming XP.
Yeah, right?
Anybody else want to roll initiative on this, or y'all?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
There we go.
I
Everyone
wanna
roll.
be in that order.
weapon.
This dice is not doing
18.
it for me.
Same.
Crom 18.
11.
Flinty Boy 11. Chessa
14.
and Olaf
4.
4.
Utilize my action.
All right. So here's what's gonna
Pretty
happen.
much.
You kick Johnny right in his Johnny gut.
Right.
Don't like that.
either.
It sounds like not what you think it is.
Right in the old dick gun.
And he, you know, as he's dropping to grovel, you kick him, and he makes some like painful sound.
Yeah.
An initiative starts.
Sure.
And it's Johnny's turn. So while he's kneeling, does he have to make a save on that again, or is it?
That's a great question.
It's constant.
No.
No.
Just a one action thing.
Gotcha.
So if you want to say that she casts command, he then spends his turn, drop to grovel. She then wheels back to her, kick,
And then
and now wheels back to him.
initiative proper.
And now we're
Gotcha.
going through initiative proper.
That works.
This
that
way
makes
he
sense.
has an actual legitimate turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he does have to grovel on his turn.
Right. So it would be grovel
it's
his
for
turn.
one round. Okay.
Correct.
Grovel.
Okay. So then maybe not for Wiz.
Okay.
Once I cast it again.
He would.
It's on ability checks, not saving throws for Hex.
Gotcha.
So I won't X.
Now, if you wanted to brutally interrogate him and attempt to have him lie to you or be persuasive, you could have him hex him and choose charisma.
Gotcha.
So this way he would have disadvantage on his persuasion, deception, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Johnny would take his action after you kick him to go, but please understand that who I was before is not who I am now, and I do not condone the actions of my prior associates. I try to make a new life for myself here in Orvigo. Please don't kick me again. And it's going to be the end of Johnny's turn.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. It should have been Crom. Fuck me. All right, Crom, go ahead. This will happen before Johnny because it should have.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chell,
Yeah.
make me a wisdom save.
Motherfucker.
So everything I just said probably didn't happen yet.
It's 21.
21.
Yeah.
Maybe it did.
Swear to God, it's 15 plus 6 to wisdom. I'm very wise. Wise beyond my years.
Save?
Yeah, she has aura of protection now, so she gets to add her
Okay,
charisma.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Get
cool.
your filthy crumb hands off me. Beat this man to a pulp. Will not be stopped.
Sick. So then that still happens.
Yeah.
We already did Johnny's turn then.
I might still have a bonus action. Hold on.
Slippery fingers.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna expend my movement to put myself between the two. And
All
hold
right.
my hands up and go, "You're done."
Yep.
I'm in a fiery rage. I don't even hear you. I look right through you.
And then we would go to Johnny, who goes, "Oh God, please don't."
Yeah. Oh, God, please
don't!
I'm sorry, please don't do that. I'm doing my best.
wife, Edith.
I'm trying to be a good dude. You know,
Right.
my name's Johnny. I'm a good guy.
Think about my wife.
And then we would go to Chessa.
Minerva, this man didn't do it.
I'm glazed over. I don't hear anything.
Anything else?
I keep looking at my spells like it's gonna change. It's just. It's
Like you're
just,
hungry and opening the fridge.
Yeah.
Something else in there.
Do you
right now?
have port and die?
No, I used them during
You use
the
them
fight.
both?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll just put a hand on Minerva's arm and not pull her back, but just a
Guidance.
not guidance.
No, not guidance, but like
It's like I'm a wizard, first of all.
Good,
Also,
Anakin.
I'm not helping. I'm not helping you.
Kill him now.
But yep, that'll be.
All right. So then after Chessa, we're gonna go over to Minerva.
Wait, I didn't go.
Neither did I.
You're an 11,
yeah, I was higher
She's
than you guys. I was
12,
like
and Olaf is 4.
Oh.
Johnny
Oh,
rolled.
gotcha,
that was
gotcha.
Okay,
great
sure.
combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we then Minerva.
Got it.
I'll look at Johnny and go, do you know what the orange-haired lady's name was?
No, I wasn't.
It was Electra. Do you know what her favorite color was?
Well, no.
Great. I want to try and kick him again.
Go ahead.
She's kicking through me.
That's fair. I'll let you with disadvantage.
He's prone.
So it'd be a straight roll.
Good.
Bam!
15.
In a party violence.
Thanks, John.
I will fight for it.
Hits a 15 on the die.
That's fucking yeah. You hit.
Yes. Reward me.
Yeah. I kick him square in the gut. It's another, 6 damage?
Yeah.
And I yell at him. Her favorite color was maroon.
Oh, okay.
What color is
He
The thought
would.
of Crumb stumbling to the side. Maroon?
He's gonna take his reaction,
Yeah.
and he'll say, "I wasn't there. I'm sorry. It wasn't me." And then he's only got a short time for a reaction.
Yeah.
Then we'll go Flint.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast message targeting Johnny,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna say, I don't think she'll kill you, but she is gonna kick the old person out of you. So just take your beating and deal with it.
But it's not.
If you're truly a different person, you will be after this. So you'll breathe again.
She'll tire herself out eventually, right?
Yes.
Um,
Definitely will.
anything else?
Nope.
All right. Then we go to Olaf.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the old cigar. Just dip it into the back of Minerva's hair. Light that cigar real quick.
That was off camera, but Flint has cigars apparently.
I did.
It totally has
I have
cigars.
cigars.
I mean, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, right? You can use the old great free item interaction to light the cigar and just look at this mayhem and 100% would look at Flint and chuckle. Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Remember how fucking 10 minutes ago she said she was different? Real fucking different, huh?
Well, he deserves it at least a little bit.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk out.
Alright. Cool. So you stand up and make your way on.
Yeah, towards the front
out.
door and just absolutely step outside.
Yeah, you'd have your 30 feet for that, and it's not that far. You would just pop your way on out.
Yep.
And then we're gonna come back around to the top and go to Crom again.
I am going to... Can I shove somebody without moving?
Yeah, you don't need to move.
if they're
Shove is
within
an
your
attack
space, yeah.
action.
Okay, cool. It's an attack action to shove?
Uh-huh.
It's a replacement for the attack. You still make an attack roll against their AC.
Okay. Shillelagh to shove?
Can you do that?
Eyes.
John, whose team are you on? Let me kick his ass.
John wants chaos.
Yes!
Like, that's...
I removed myself as opposed to contributing as Olaf the character. John the human being, though, is saying Shillelagh poker! Stir the pot! Violence!
What the fuck?
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my arms.
You fucking... Yeah, alright.
He needs this thing!
I don't know.
Not just my arms.
Yeah, just a hand.
Popeye over here.
I mean... Are your fists, I guess, do count as a weapon? What are the components for Shillelagh?
Shillelagh, you do need to imbue like a
Mistletoe, shamrock leaf, or a club or a quarterstaff.
stick. Yeah.
So, like, you do need a weapon to cast it.
That's why I'm saying, like, I think legit you can do it, because shove is still an attack roll.
Yeah, but you would have to cast it on a thing and shove it with that.
Yeah, you're casting Shillelagh, so this way you can use your Wiz mod for your hit.
Right.
Because otherwise he couldn't. He would have to use strength, because I don't think club or quarterstaff... Quarterstaff might be finesse, but regardless.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I actually think, legitimately, just because trying to be fair, I think if you do Shillelagh, you can shove with the Shillelagh bonus.
Only if you cast it on a club, though.
Correct.
Not on your
Yeah,
hands.
you have to still use
on my
the,
weapon,
the
yeah.
staff or the club.
It's true, seamless.
Thank you.
You know what? Fuck it.
I will abide by the rules
put my
and
arms
still
out.
cause carnage.
And I'm gonna look Minerva dead in the eyes and tell her it's time to move on, and give her a hug and hold her.
Is that a grapple?
That sounds like a grapple to me. Yeah. Would you let Crom hug you? Because that's or would you like, nah, I'm gonna hit you? Because that's gonna determine if it's a grapple or not.
It's like if you're fighting somebody and somebody just walks up and just.
I just
You're
found
gonna
a
be
man
confused as fuck.
that was accomplishing the murder of my sister.
He's guilty
Try
by
to
association.
Try
at
to
the
justify
worst.
it all you want. You're wrong.
I'm gonna probably fight you off.
All right, go ahead and make your checks then. It's
Athletics for him,
yeah.
and athletics or acrobatics for you, your choice.
12.
7.
Yeah, no, man. You you walk forward with your arms out, and she kind of like puts a hand up and stops you. And no.
This is between me and him.
He served his time. He's stuck here the same as you and I.
He hasn't served enough.
Look at me. And then, for the last bit of my turn, I'll go, my sister's still alive and I'm never going to see her again.
And if you found the person that was responsible for sending you down here?
You're looking at him.
I think that's about all we can encompass
Mm-hmm.
in
All right.
one.
Yeah, that's
we
fine.
know he
Damn.
committed the arson.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Now you're looking at me.
We're gonna go to Johnny.
I'm about to catch these feet.
Give me the feet.
Give me the feet!
Johnny
Yeah.
is gonna do a thing. Make me a wisdom save.
Very Wise. That's a nat 20.
This is the wisest she's ever
Johnny's
been.
not doing it.
I've never been wiser in my life.
You know all those times you say reward me for my hubris?
Hubris!
This is what you've inspired, DJ.
I know. I'm aware. All right.
Okay, alright, that's fine. I see how it is.
God damn it.
Don't talk to me.
You don't talk to me anymore.
DM question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charm person
Yeah,
specifies.
yeah.
When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Yeah.
Would she be aware he tried to charm her
I think so, if I
if
succeed.
the spell didn't succeed? Because the description does say that you don't know until the spell ends. If the spell never technically starts,
I think you know.
What are,
Yeah, I think you-
what are the components of it? Because if it's
verbal
like,
and somatic, so he would just words.
he'd be like, and she'd be like,
Yeah.
Typically, I would say the majority of charms that do have that wording do indicate that it is when the spell has ended.
Mm-hmm.
There are ones that do specifically say in them that if the spell fails, the target does know that you attempted to charm it, because there are also ones that specifically say that if they fail, they don't know.
Right. This one doesn't look like it doesn't specify that it does or doesn't know. So
I would err on the side of, if it doesn't specifically state that it was obvious that it was a charm,
Mhm.
I would say no, she would not know that he was attempting to charm her. Because she's making a saving throw and fighting something off,
Right.
you can justify the idea of the verbal components being like he says something to try to seed into her mind,
Right.
and
That's,
she can intuit that he was trying to do something to control, manipulate,
Right.
or charm. Like, it's up to you to whatever level you want to be distinct with.
Sure.
She did nat 20.
Yeah, that was the thing that
Yeah.
was getting me about, like, would she know
Like,
it or not?
obvi-
You nat 20'd, so I
Yeah.
feel like... that-
Obviously, raw, it doesn't actually fucking do anything. We homebrew it and play it does because it's more fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and
So-
apparently in previous editions it did.
It did.
But it, yeah.
So I'll say with the nat 20, you can tell he's trying to charm you. Not with command, but with charm person.
Right.
To make, like, he's
To try and calm
appealing to your sense of, like,
Right.
hey, please stop.
Yeah.
So that's, he would raise his hand and he'd go, but please understand that I did not, I was hardly there. I met these people shortly before that happened and I was not involved. And again, do not condone the actions of them, and my sincerest apologies. And that's good.
As he's saying that, would I be able to reaction?
Yeah, you can take a
response?
reaction, sure.
Yeah. I want to go, did you know they were killing innocents when you joined?
Is that him?
Me.
Well, you see what happened was.
I thought he meant innocence.
In a sense. I knew.
I did. But see, again, I was misled. I was convinced of something that was not the truth. And again, I am very sorry.
Is it my turn yet?
Huh?
Is it my turn yet?
No.
No.
No, it's Chess's turn. Stop beating up my friend Johnny.
Friend!
He's just a good dude trying to make a living playing his guitar, and you out here kicking him.
You gonna write a song about that, Johnny?
Ballad of
The
my foot up
dairy
your
robber
ass.
Palin shut me down.
You see a single mom who works 2 jobs, DJ?
He's trying to sing, Joe's kicking the shit out of him. I'm standing there going, that's the day that the Pelicans came to fly.
Pour your hair up, but not out. Sorry, Chessa.
I'm going to cast Reduce
Oh
on Minerva.
no! Fuck. Is that a save?
It's a con save.
Alright, I'm
You should be okay.
Go on, make your roll. What are you doing?
She's like, I just got that at 20. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
It's 14. Fuck! Damn it.
She's little now.
You're Minnie. No, Minnie or no. I'm trying to do Minnie and Minerva, but they're too close together.
Herba.
Yeah. Minnie or
How small
There it
am
is.
I now?
Small.
How small is
You
that?
go down a side. Yeah, you're small.
Yeah, how small was that?
Like a halfling size.
Okay.
You're
Good,
like
I can still kick his ass. Let's go.
You're, what, like 4 foot tall? Now?
Oh, but wait. Hang on. If you are shrinking, your mass also shrinks. I'm not sure if it specifies that in the spell.
Is this Ant-Man theory?
Force.
It's not Ant-Man theory.
Force is mass times acceleration.
Laws of physics do not work in D&D.
Have you ever been kicked by a child?
The target size is halved.
Shit
in
hurts.
all dimensions. Its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. This reduction decreases its size category by 1 category.
That sounds like I get advantage on grapple hugs.
You said by 1/8.
Yeah.
And it's reduced to 1/8, not by 1/8.
Reduced to 1/8 of its
Normal. Yeah.
weight.
And then until the spell ends, the target also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
The weapons shrink to match the new size, and while the weapons are reduced, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 less damage.
I'm gonna scoop you up like a little baby.
I'll punch you right in the throat.
Go
Don't you
for it.
even.
Okay. So for your strike,
Yeah.
to account for your reduction in size without it being super punishing, we'll drop it down to 4. Because you would be a smaller size, there's less weight going into your attack.
Fine.
I think, that I feel like that's fair. You can still kick him. It'll still deal 4 damage.
All right.
Ow!
But anyway, so that would be
Anything else for you, Sarah?
yeah.
No. Okay.
And then we go to Ola. No, I'm kidding. Are you kicking him again?
I'm smaller now. I would like to punch him. How's he looking?
Fine.
Fine?
Slightly damaged.
He's still prone.
Son of a bitch, John. Crom's in between
I'm
them.
in between.
I mean, that's up to you if you want to give him anything on that. She's not grappled. She did beat the grapple.
Yeah.
Does my body count as cover, though?
That's where I'm like, and you
Just
just
a melee, not ranged. I'll be as pedantic as I want for this carnage. Hurt him.
shit. And now you would be small enough to just punch under Crom's legs. Yeah, all right, man.
I am wearing a cloak, so she can't see between my legs.
It's a 17 on the die.
Yeah, fucking hit.
I would like to yell over to him. Do you know what Electra's favorite game was?
But in like a high-pitched voice.
You know what that small.
No. Why would I?
It was hide and seek, and then I punch him square in the groin. I then...
He can't go any more prone, so...
Fine, then I kick him again. I
I was gonna say, yeah. Do you
go
extra
down
attack?
to one knee. I go down to one knee right next to him.
So you're underneath of him.
So you walk up and you're at eye level with him.
When my sister was murdered by your brothers, whether explanted or not, we were in the woods playing hide and seek. I was with my very best friend doing the one thing she loved to play, and watched my entire life crumble in front of me in a matter of seconds.
And I'm very sorry that you
Can I bonus action and punch him again?
You have extra attack. You can attack twice.
Sick! Catch these hands!
Didn't you hit him twice?
Nope, hit him
No.
once! Yeah, as soon as he starts to apologize, I want to punch him right in the mouth. It's a 12 on the die. But
You fucking miss. No, wait. What's your modifier?
for unarmed strike, what is it, the strength modifier?
Yeah. No, you hit
Plus
them.
5, yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like
you,
17.
yeah, you hit.
Yeah, I want to punch him just right in the mouth.
Punch him in the mouth again. As he's starting to answer.
Johnny, the only reason I'm not hitting you with my weapons right now is because I'm feeling generous. You shut your goddamn mouth. I swear to God I will swing again.
that is going to make this interrogation very non-productive.
Who said we were interrogating?
Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be the end of your turn. We're going Flint.
Yeah, I want to just leave.
Alright. See you later.
Yeah, just walk over to me.
She's small now.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull out a cigar. Where are you?
I'm literally right outside the door. I'd be leaning against, like, the building,
Just
still
listening?
100% listening, just chuckling, smoking a cigar.
I'm going to look in and just be giving him the play-by-play. She's small now. She kicked him in the groin. Like a radio.
Oh my god, I wish you had the fucking... I wish you had the
Sports
stream deck to
radio,
be
I know.
able to do it.
Yeah.
There she goes again. Talking it with the right.
You chuck a can out the window so he can talk into the other end.
Alright. So Flint leaves. Olaf's outside.
Mm-hmm.
Come back around at the top, unless you guys have anything you want to do outside aside from 1920s baseball broadcasting the play-by-play.
Oh, and a swing and a
Think
miss.
anybody has peanuts?
Ooh, I can get some.
Hot dogs.
Attaboy.
I'm gonna
Still
like...
that jerky from me.
Oh, yeah. I have this shit
Oh yeah, we have the jerky. Never mind, we have the peanuts.
I have a whole tray of jerky.
Where's Mr. Peanut?
Yeah, right?
I sold half of it and... Yeah, I just pulled that out.
Yeah, no, start eating some jerky and just laugh and... I don't know, like... Just kind of... Take a big bite of it and just sigh.
Bite out of crime.
It is different.
The jerky.
It's at least some change. I think she can learn.
I don't know, man. I
Alright.
don't know.
And I think there we'll flip back to the top to Crom,
Mm-hmm.
Cromulus.
who just watched a mini Minerva.
Hit a man in the groin. Trying to hold me again.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. You get disadvantage.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it with my strength mod?
It's athletics.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Just nat
Odds
20.
are still stacked
Just
against
nat
you,
20.
buddy, because you have to athletics.
What did you have?
14.
It meets.
So you succeed.
It's up
Right.
to you.
I'll pick you up like a baby.
No, hang on. It's
Usually
the
since
defending.
she's the
It's
defender.
the defending meets they succeed, so Chell would succeed.
Carnage.
Get your.
Would you allow it with me not grappling? I'm still down.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't have, like, my arms around her, but my arms are around her space. Obviously, she's kicking, so she's still, like, moving her feet around.
I just swung at his mouth.
That's a rough gray area.
She is halfling size, and halflings can exist within somebody else's space.
If they're the same size, correct. What your intention for that is to impose disadvantage when she attacks, correct?
Yes.
Right. So that's a mechanical difference.
Like a grapple,
So
yeah.
no, because it's the mechanics of grappling without grappling. So
Okay. Okay. Well, without doing that, can I spin her?
no, because you'd have to grab her and spin her, which would be a grapple.
Yeah, you're either grappling or shoving.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll kneel down, try to hug her again.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
You gave DJ a heart attack.
Sorry.
Shit, you scared the shit out of me.
Welcome to the club.
The hands came up. I gotta kill him!
Every time, man.
Sorry, I didn't expect it to be that loud. I apologize.
Not even a warning.
No,
I didn't think it was
At
gonna be
least I
that
have
loud.
the decency to
Right.
like gives you fucking
I genuinely didn't think it was going to be that loud.
terrified me.
It was the
And
ghosts.
It's over. You're done now. You're acting like a child.
Don't care. I do not care. I will beat this man to a pulp.
Look at
I do
yourself.
not care. I don't.
Look at who you've become.
I will end this man.
What
I
would
do
she
not-
say if she was here seeing this?
She's not here, and that's the point. I will end this man.
So if you're gonna kill him, kill him.
We're still, that's
Yeah,
6
that's
seconds. I think that's where we're gonna hit about like
Yeah.
So then it would go to Johnny. The last thing you said was, who said this was an interrogation?
Mm-hmm.
Make a wisdom save.
It's gonna be a 12.
You hear, echoing from the back of your mind, cascading forward into a cacophony that just like rattles your brain. Just a haunting melody. Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
Careless whisper. Dissonant whisper.
How careless are those whispers?
They're dissonant.
Oh, Johnny boy.
You take 17 psychic damage.
That's fine.
You're never gonna dance again.
Guilty feet.
I mean, you've been kicking a dude who's apologizing.
That's fine.
He's like, hey,
You do
man,
have
I'm sorry.
guilty feet.
That's fine.
You do have guilty feet.
He can absolutely swing back. I'm looking for a fight.
Hang on. On field, you immediately use your reaction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you, I didn't read this far down, admittedly. You have to move as far away from him as your speed allows.
Fuck. All right.
Right out the door.
I mean, yeah.
Is her speed affected by being reduced or no?
I don't think so.
I think it would probably drop down to 25.
Yeah,
Most-
probably if it's dropping a size category, yeah.
Or drop down 5 feet, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Which should be
Depending on
25.
what kind of,
Base movement she has.
My dwarf bones.
It's 30, right? Yeah.
dwarfs.
Yep, so you hear that cacophony, and you begin making your way out from this tavern,
Yeah.
exiting as quickly as you can.
Yep.
And is that concentration, or does it last for time? I can't remember.
It just happens. It is a one-round
I
thing.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
She's leaving my space, correct?
Yes.
Can I shove her? Out the door.
I'm running. What are you gonna shoot
Yeah.
me for?
Just to further push you.
I mean...
What if we trip?
Push of buttons.
Do you want to go, buddy? I'm hurrying around up.
I'm gonna say no, because I think opportunity attack can only be used to take the attack action, correct? It can't be used to grapple.
And you cannot replace the attack action with anything in an attack of opportunity, correct?
Okay.
So you can hit her.
You can slap her in the back of the head. Like, you're fucking being an asshole.
Okay.
All right. You make it a beeline out of here.
Okay.
So we see her run out.
Yeah.
Does she pass by our spaces?
Yeah, she would walk out the door where you guys are in the window like school children. Just
Yeah.
No, we're leaning against the doors.
Yeah, we would be on either side of the door frame.
Fucking run, you guys are.
Just like smoking cigars and eating jerky. We just see tiny Minerva. You giving me the playboy. You give the playboy. And she's running out the tavern door. Kick, kick, kick.
She's out of there!
and Johnny, after you like turn and begin to run, he would like look up at Crumb. You're not facing him, so you wouldn't see, but he would go, oh, thank you for trying.
People can change.
And then he's gonna start to stand up. And he's gonna use half his movement to stand up. That's the end of Johnny's turn. We go to Chessa.
You just watch small Minerva run out of the tavern.
I guess I'll turn to Johnny and just tell him no amount of apologies can bring her sister back.
I know.
I know that's not your fault. But that's where her anger comes from.
I understand. If you wouldn't mind locking that door for me.
I do not have the key to that door. I do not own this place.
Please help me.
Can you
Barricade.
Can you bar it with a chair?
I made
Or-
her small.
I appreciate your help as well. And I do understand her anger, and I have no means of rectifying that or correcting my actions. And that's gonna be the end of your turn, I think, unless you have anything else. Oh, Flint and Olaf.
How tall's the building?
Son of a bitch,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's her.
Minerva.
Jump over the building.
I mean, for like narrative reasons, I guess I want to say like the noise or the music that was playing reminded me of my sister, and it was just haunting to me that led me to just run away from the whole situation. If you're okay with that.
As long as it's not going to make you any more violent towards this guy, then.
No, I'll give you that. I run full speed out of the tavern, and I guess, start running through the plethora of people that are outside, just to a nondescript spot, and just drop to, like, my hands and knees, and I pull out the photo of my sister and just start, like, sobbing into the photo.
Photo.
Or the yeah, the Polaroid of my sister.
So anyway, I pull out my iPhone 10.
Yeah.
She loved Kodaks. Glad I got her that DSLR for Christmas.
Just walk over and jam a sign in the ground, Kodak moment.
Yeah. Oh, just crushed my dead sister.
This is a
Put like a hat and
Photo op.
like behind her.
Tulu's M-sponsored photo spot.
It's got a wood cutout with a hole in it.
She's got like one of those fake mustaches holding up. Yeah, I just want to drop, just sobbing. Like, I mean, I know I've said like in game, like I've cried or whatever, just like unrelenting, just screaming agony crying.
Okay.
Just apologizing, like inaudible, just hysterics.
Okay. I think at that point we're good to come out of initiative.
Yeah.
Not gonna get one last kick in.
All right, Olaf and Flint, what do you got?
I mean, depending upon how far away she gets.
It would be like 10 feet to the door, so she'd be 20 feet from the outside of the door. Not very far.
Yeah, especially because she's still small.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
There's just a mini Minerva.
yeah, I would extend the cigar over to you.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Thanks.
Yep.
And
All right, the end of my turn.
go walk over behind the hysterically crying small Minerva.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I looked away. What happened?
Look at last goo. This is me hysterically sobbing.
The damnedest thing happened. She cried until her head snapped.
I've heard of a banshee's wail, but Jesus.
I would walk with him.
No, I would not go over and break her neck. I was kidding.
Working though?
No.
I'd simply break
I
her
wanted to
legs.
gauge the room.
Like the distance.
Everybody laughed, which is kind of encouraging me. No, I would walk over after having given Flint my cigar and toss aside the stick from my jerky.
Yeah, I'd be
And-
walking with you, smoking both cigars.
As you're walking with me, I guess I would put my hand out and just say, "Fucking stand there."
All right.
Continue walking.
Yeah, and then continue to walk over to Minerva and kneel down behind her and wrap my arms around her from behind to hug her and say, "She's not fucking coming back."
I just wanted to get the vengeance she deserved, and I'll never get that. I'll never be able to take care of the monsters that took her life. I'll never get that.
Do you get why I am the way I am now?
How do you do it?
What do you mean?
Take each day, like I can't. I want to go back in there and just kill that man. How do you not murder everything in sight?
Yeah. I asked that too. It's not an easy thing. And it's not an easy answer to give myself. But I've killed a lot of things. I've killed a lot of people. And none of it has made any of it feel better. None of it's brought her back. And none of it will.
I just don't want to hurt anymore.
Yeah. I know. But you're gonna. It will always hurt. Always.
Yeah. And I just hold the picture a little bit closer and start crying.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would, after a moment or so of hearing her sob, stand up and ruffle her fiery hair. At least you have a fucking portrait of her. Someday my memory will fade. And I'll never actually see her again. Keep the picture. Pat you on the back and walk back towards Flint and take the cigar.
Yeah, just.
All right. So, anything else? We good to just continue? All right.
Meanwhile, inside.
Yeah, meanwhile, inside,
Mm-hmm.
Johnny would still, at this point, I think he'd be sitting at a table with Chessa and Crom.
Meat over his bruise.
Ice pack on his
Holding
crotch.
No, meat there.
Oh.
Nothing else.
Johnny, why did you take off your pants?
I heard.
It hurts so much.
It wasn't cold enough.
Or do you want us to leave?
We'll leave.
Yeah, if you guys just want to fuck off real quick, that'd be
You
fine.
can just go fuck yourself.
Completely fuck off.
Does give me a chance to get delicious water.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah. Would one of y'all mind grabbing me
No.
water, too?
No, you didn't let me kill Johnny, so.
Are we just handing off cups? Just
Yeah.
everybody. Take that and fill it up. Thank you.
Ooh. Excuse me?
Yep. It's fine. I'm gonna have faith in that outlet.
Thank y'all for trying there. I understand that I may have deserved that, but I'm glad at least someone was there to give me the benefit of the doubt.
Things are ever changing. We are never the same people that we were yesterday. And what is it to be a human if we can't grow and change? I understand.
I mean, at the very least, I guess I got a good song out of it.
About that time that a fiery small lady beat you up.
Call it fiery kick in the gut. Feel not that is what just happened, so that's why I feel like that's what just happened. But yeah, that I hope she comes to understand, not necessarily forgive me. I don't really hope for that. I don't see that as being in the cards, but at least to have some understanding that I wasn't myself.
We all make decisions that aren't the best ones. Sometimes they're made in the heat of the moment, and it doesn't pan out the way that we all think it would.
I think my the best decision I made was getting rid of that tattoo, and now I feel my way of atonement is by telling the stories that I know about the life I accidentally fell into, and
Raising awareness for the mistakes that you've made.
right, and to show that, you know, we're all human. All of us can be persuaded. Well, I guess not all of us are human, because you got the dwarves and the orcs and the elves, but
Yeah.
You may want to consider admitting to your mistakes instead of hiding them.
that's the reason I hide them. Those people were not. There were many victims.
They're still around.
I'm aware.
And I'm sure if they found out who you are,
wouldn't end well either way.
Right.
Difficult life you lead.
And, again, I'm not necessarily secretive about the songs that I sing and the stories that I tell, but that's why I have to stay on the move. I can't stay in one place for too long. But,
It's difficult trying to live.
It is, yeah.
Not letting people know who you are.
And what I was talking about before, those journal pages, the ones that have not yet been accounted for, I do think are held in Groteveg. I do think they're in the library.
We had our suspicions about it as well.
I think that song that I sing about the 7 keys, I've known many people to have gone down this path before. I don't know how many of those keys have already been inserted into their respective lock.
Now, are these literal keys or figurative keys?
Yes.
No way to substantiate?
They were an item that granted you access to a locked location, but it was not a key. It's a literal item that's not a key, but it is figuratively a key.
Oh.
Like opening a wall with a stone.
Do you know what these items are?
Nope. I do know at least 2 or 3 of them. One is Utheist sword. I know that's the last one that's needed. That's why we also keep it in the museum, is we don't necessarily want to go disturbing wherever that is. One of the other items is Utheist's his crown that he was dropped with. When Utheist was dropped, he had a circlet that he would wear. It had a big purple gem on the front. And I believe there were 2 blue ones on either side of it. I'm pretty sure.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And he would go, that purple gem was meant to represent his, not literal, but his perceived royalty.
His self-worth.
Right. So when he was dropped, that was removed from his crown. I know at least those 2 items. Everything else, I'm honestly not sure. I do think maybe the library at Groteveg would have more information. I know there's a scribe there doing great work in trying to find more information about this, who, again, for the sake of protection, I cannot disclose who this person is, but they have been undercover in Groteveg for some time, gathering information to see what they can find and slowly working their way.
So you have a man on the inside.
Right.
I'm guessing these monks are not to be trusted whatsoever.
No, they are not. They were, at a time, just your regular old peaceful religion, followers of a deity. But that...
Denier is also, like, god of knowledge, right?
Writing, yeah.
Yeah, writing, okay.
But the way they behave, it's much less of a religion and more of a cult.
Was this an abrupt change?
It came on a while ago. It's been a slow build. It wasn't overnight.
So there was no immediate corruption?
No immediate corruption, no. But the tipping point was, of course, the exile of the Orcs and Goliaths from Groteveg. But I do think there has to be information in that library that will lead us to where Utheist lays, and I think it's important we find him, because whether he is alive or dead, his presence here is having an impact on this world. And I've met these people, I know them, I've lived amongst them and become one of them in my life, and these people just looking to live out their lives, just each day doing what needs to be done. I'm gonna find different ways to phrase that and sneak it in everywhere.
Just doing their jobs.
I'm just doing my job. Life's a series of tasks, and I'm just doing my job.
I've found that in our short time here, there's far fewer people who are traditional criminals. More or less people have led astray.
And a lot of these people, a lot of them, are not criminals. They're just descended from them and wear the stains of their forefathers. I know there's no hope of returning to for Broxy, and I don't intend to recreate for Broxy here. But I do worry what would happen if Utheist were to... If Utheist were alive. That would be a scary world to live in.
His influence over these lands seems to be a bit of a corruption. It's plaguing the land.
I think it goes deeper than the land. I mean, those creatures are not normal.
Yes.
I don't know what effect he's having on them, but
Why do you assume it is Utheist?
So the story goes that when Utheist was dropped, Orvigo was empty. There was nothing here, and the land was created for Utheist when he was dropped. That is not the truth.
I wouldn't think so.
There were, of course, people in Orvigo before Utheist was dropped. I'm sure I've heard tale of you before, of course. You've encountered underground buildings and, basements and such.
Sunken temples
and hidden chambers,
Yes. Just below the lake in Anaxi, there's dwarven ruins.
Right, yes. With Dargul.
We never told anybody about Dargul.
Yeah, but you don't think Johnny knows about Dargul?
I'll fucking kill him. Nobody knows about Dargul.
I forgot what I was saying this, Johnny. Damn.
Talking about the underground.
The people.
Right. I got stuck in it again. So, Utheist was dropped here, and there was already some written history about this land, and nothing... Everything I've heard from before Utheist was dropped pales in comparison to how Orvigo is now. It might as well not be the same place. And over time, this effort, this movement has not stopped since the first followers of Utheist were dropped. However, there has been resistance. Granted, maybe not for the sake of stopping them in itself. There may be other motives involved, but there has been resistance from several different sources. I know y'all have experienced the Ebonmore.
Yes.
That's a terrifying place, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's another faction of... I don't quite know what to call them, but they live in the trees. You cannot access their home, their land, without a gate key, similar to Utheist's.
They're called Glimmer Folk, I believe.
Oh, that sounds right. They have, rainbow hair.
Yes.
Yeah. I know sometimes, you can find them.
They find you.
Well, you can't find them. You just need the gate key to access their home.
Did he say that?
Yeah. But there were two opposing factions there that, enemy of my enemy is my friend. They were both engaged with protecting the land from Utheist and his corruption in their own ways.
The above and the below.
Yeah, and for their own purposes, of course, but that was their intention. So although Utheist's following and his goals and all of that have been followed in Orvigo for some time, recently there's been a heavy resistance to the idea that Utheist was the first. And his corruption here is starting to spread and become a more clear issue. I mean, last night was a pretty clear indicator of that.
Yeah.
When did this corruption become so tangible?
The first reports I heard of monsters similar to the ones that we've seen today and yesterday, the first reports I heard of them must have been probably about 10, 15 years ago, somewhere in there. I'm not too sure on the specific time frame, but it was some time ago.
Was there a rise of Utheist's followers?
Do you want to switch the cameras? I just realized.
Oh, yeah.
At that point,
What'd you say?
was there a rise of Utheist's followers at
Um,
that point, an increase in tales or numbers?
yeah, and
Theoretically, long dead.
Utheist? Theoretically, yeah.
He fell, 500 years ago?
Very, very long time ago, yeah. His followers have been looking for his final resting place here in Orvigo since they first came here.
If he is alive, is there a way for someone to live that long?
Elves live that long?
Was there ever a report of Utheist being an elf?
No, I think it was known that he was human. Let me double check.
Some wizards live particularly long lives, but never that long. Those with stronger magic abilities, sometimes it will extend their life slightly past expectancy, but...
Yeah, he's human.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's got to be one hell of a wizard if he's still alive.
I don't know if he was a wizard at all. He had... Not that wizards don't use swords on occasion, but
Yeah.
most...
It was said that he was a paladin, right? In one of the poems?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he, if memory serves, he was a lot like Minerva.
doing what I do. You can pick it up, but it requires study.
Well, if he had that many years. And with the kind of influence he has in the area, if he is alive, it's very strong magic about him.
Well, again, I just want to say thank you for helping protect me.
Johnny, I wish I could give you better insight as to how to go about things from now on, but unfortunately, as of right now, this is just the way things are.
I know. Well,
I would say honesty is probably the best. It's gonna hurt first.
it usually does.
But pain is part of the growing process, my friend.
That's understandable. Well, I'm gonna go to my room.
Yes.
If y'all need me, you can of course ask the innkeeper.
I'd get a new room, just in case she comes looking.
She doesn't know what room I'm in. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my room.
She's in the window, like, cast Hunter's Mark. I know where you are, you fuck.
I know where you sleep at night. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to my room. Thank you all again. If you need me, just ask the innkeeper. He can come grab me.
If you think of anything else that could help us on our way to Groteveg, let me know.
Stick to the roads.
Have you met our friend, by the way? I'll point to Canary.
Oh, no, I don't think I have.
She may be worth talking to.
Really? And he looks at Canary, and she begins to, like, tell him the story of where she came from. And he goes, yeah, I'm just gonna actually go talk to her for a while now. Thank y'all. See you later. I got some songs to write. And he kind of goes off with Canary, and they go sit somewhere else, not visible in this room. They sit down.
I would assume he would just be like, all right, I'm going back to my room, so let's go talk there.
Yeah. So he goes, and they disappear.
There's other tables around us, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to grab, like, somebody's ale off of their table and put it down in front of me. If they give me any sort of I'm just going to stare at them after having seen what just happened.
I mean, people would have cleared out as soon as Minerva began. Mm-hmm. So the beer would just be there unattended. Yeah, you can just take it. Anything else y'all want to do before I swap y'all?
Short thing real quick.
No.
We can't let that happen again.
I don't think it can happen again. From the sounds of it. They're all gone.
She is like an untamed animal. Worse, in fact. Having lived the life that I live, and being what I am, I've been able to sort of live out life in a couple different paths. Walk in the shoes of others. Or fur of others, if you will. And it appears to me that Minerva and Olaf are two very broken beings that are more dangerous than any animal I've ever seen. Less reasonable, too.
Hurt can do that to you.
It can. But I think if given the chance, I'll have another talk with her and probably be my final words.
I do think that her anger has nowhere else to go now.
Anger's like a seed. It's always going to be there. And every time you think you trimmed off the last bit of it, it comes back. That's something that's going to stay with that girl for a very long time. She just needs to find a new way to repurpose it. Same with Olaf. That amount of loss in someone is not healthy. And it can't be helped. It takes wanting to change themselves.
It's not something I'm capable of helping them with.
No. But we can at least point them in the right direction. I'm not as book smart as you are, but
Book smarts don't help here.
I'm sure there's a book on coping.
I haven't read it.
Maybe there's one at the library. Yeah, and we'll start kind of just chuckling and continue just a conversation.
All right, we'll swap them if y'all want to just go out and grab them.
Yeah, they're upstairs. Let me.
I'll go throw rocks at them. Get them all nice and fired up for you.
Yeah. Stream is mine. Birds aren't real. So hi friends. This is a longer changeover than I expected. I thought it would only be a couple of seconds. Hope everyone's having fun. Oh, they're back.
It's just in birds are real. They're real.
Birds are not real.
They're
Is it only you?
No, they're coming.
I mean, if you needed an only you.
No, I'm good.
Oh, hey, CMS. CMS said he was going to throw me into orbit.
That's understandable.
It's very generous.
No, I mean, really, I can't. Alright. Anything else you guys want to do before... Sorry, I'm still stuck in Johnny's voice, kind of.
No.
You're fine.
I'm just going to bawl your eyes out on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, just try and get like a semblance of composure and try and stand. But
Then after that, you would just... Nothing else before you walk back into the tavern?
Well, I mean, we would stand together outside. Like, honestly, I would just kind of like, I don't know. Not like watch, but just keep an eye out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
we
to
would
make sure that like she doesn't finally like run away. But like give her space.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would go back into the tavern knowing he's in there. Like, at this point, I feel like I've blown off enough steam that I'm just kind of, like, apathetic.
Sure. I mean, Minerva wouldn't have seen him leave,
Okay.
to be fair. But
Yeah.
you also were a hysterical crying mess.
Right.
So even if he did
I was
leave, you
distracted,
you
yeah, I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
noticed.
noticed.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if Minerva would know he's there or not.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to influence her decision as to whether or not she goes in if she's not sure he's there.
If I'm under the assumption he's still in there, I do not want to be in there. Unless,
Fair.
like, these guys saw him walk out and they say that he's not in there anymore. Like, I'm under the assumption he's still in there and I want nothing to do with him, or I'm going to kill him.
Fair. Alright, so you stand outside the tavern. Do you guys walk in?
Would we have the inclination that he's inside still?
Yeah.
Would we either hear him? Yeah, we would.
You didn't see him leave. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. After like, you know, a couple minutes, if she's still sitting over there,
I can keep an eye by the door.
you're the smooth talker.
Fair.
Besides, if she runs, I'm probably the only one that can actually tackle her.
That's also fair. My legs aren't long enough.
To be fair, my legs are also not that long, but...
Yeah.
It doesn't. I think it only lasts like a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at this point, Reduce sort of...
Big crying now.
Yeah.
Good.
You would have cried yourself into normal
Yeah.
size.
I would be standing right outside the tavern and ask you to just go inside so this way I can like smoke and make sure she doesn't die.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go back in.
Alright. So you would end up... There would be Chess and Crumb sitting at a table. So...
With Johnny?
No, Johnny's not there.
Oh, okay. Then
He's not at the table with them.
He's not visibly here.
He's not visibly in the tavern, correct.
Okay, I would tell Olaf that. I don't know where he is, but he's not here. Should I ask them, I guess? I don't know if...
Nah, dude, just give her time.
Alright.
It's fine.
Okay. They're probably upstairs. I'll text her.
Yeah, I think they were getting warmer.
Well, I'm going to take this moment to go vape a bunch.
Very good.
It'll only take me a minute.
Mhm. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
Look at her. She's She's so cute. Kit Kat.
Aww. She looks like Millie. A little bit. Was that the one you guys were fostering?
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
It was Kit Kat.
Precious little angel.
Yeah, she's doing good now.
Good.
She does look a lot like Millie. A little chunkier than Millie, though.
Yeah, Millie's
Small. Little baby.
That's true, CMS. Flint
Are we
does
on?
have legs.
Mhm.
I mean, we're on, but
Oh.
we're...
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were live.
Oh, yeah.
Did something happen to Flint's legs?
No, just we were talking about the fact that my legs are not short, not long enough to catch Minerva, and CMS said at least Flint has legs. His Ether does not. This is live? No, it's not. It's not.
I think legitimately after he goes inside, I would come back and sit next to you while you are, I'm imagining, still crying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to regain my composure. Or attempting to. Yeah.
That takes a while.
Mm-hmm. A lot of concentration.
What's hide and seek?
It's a game where one person hides, tries not to be found while the other person tries to seek them out. It's a game we used to play since we were children.
I'm gonna pull out my bottle of Eversmoke. You allowed to use things to help you hide?
Sometimes.
I'm pretty big, but we could play sometime.
I'd like that.
Oh wait, actually Flint would probably be really good at it.
He's very small.
Oh,
There's probably a lot of places he could hide.
Oh no, I meant he could just fucking be like somebody else.
Oh. I think that might be considered cheating.
Shit.
So, you guys, Flint would walk in with Olaf and Minerva trailing slightly behind. And you would see. No?
No, we're sitting
We're
outside.
sitting outside.
Oh, that's right. It was just you. I'm sorry. So Flint, you would walk in and see Crom and Chester just seated at a table.
Where'd he go?
He's away.
Okay.
He's collecting some information from Canary about the Evanmore. He's gonna write a song about it.
So other people know. So other people know.
Yep. Other people know about the Evanmore. They know about the Glimmer Folk.
To clarify, the Black Mask people know.
The Black Glass people. No, yes.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Black Mask are very well informed down here. And he also told us that that there was a place here before Utheist. It existed before he fell.
Destroy it or...
The ruins that existed, what we've been in, was all here long before Utheist.
He didn't really build any of it or do anything.
No, but he sure as hell left his mark.
Yeah.
He's
I think he's still alive.
and his presence has been corrupting this place for some time.
Well, we gotta find him then. Kill him. Probably with this. My walking stick.
I don't think that's going to be needed for
It's a key.
kill him. It's a
Oh.
key.
It's a good thing I took it then.
That and Minerva's crown she
Yeah.
found.
But we don't have those stones.
No, the blue stones are in it. The one stone's
Oh,
missing
missing
because they
the
removed
one.
it when he was cast down. Those are keys that are gonna unlock something.
Hmm.
And Johnny seems to think that they might have the other ones. He doesn't know where they are.
It's not really
what
very
they are.
helpful.
To clarify, too, he did say that he knows adventurers have sought them out before. Just want to remind you of that.
And sure.
Well, hopefully he can find them and we can go find Utheist and beat him into the ground or something.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, once he's gone, this might actually be a half-decent place to be.
Yeah, I suppose so. Most of the I mean, there's a lot of people we gotta get rid of, if I'm completely honest. We've started at least with Zifli and some of these other people, but there is a lot of shitty people down here.
I feel like once the main portion's cut off, the rest will start to crumble. I feel as though his influence and his corruption is affecting these people and making the bad decisions that they're making. Quite possibly some sort of power over them, whether it be magic or blackmail.
Well, at the very least, we have some sort of a lead. Something to do.
Yeah. We gotta find a way into Groteveg. I have my doubts about them letting us in.
Probably not, but I'm sure we can disguise or something.
I know.
You're smart.
She'll probably find a way in pretty easily. Same with Kane.
Yeah. And I can look like anything or anyone.
That's what I was thinking, is one of us could be Kane.
Yes. Oh, that's right. You can do the thing.
Yeah. No magic here.
I mean, what is that if not magic?
It's just how I was born.
Just don't.
Maybe you're born with
I
it.
slipped that into. I found a
Maybe
way to
there's
slip
a genie.
Of course you did.
Chessa like slowly pulls her book out and just.
We'll talk more about that later. You ever heard of a doppelganger?
So DJ, people are creatures, as per the rules.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out my pipe of smoke monsters,
Okay.
and I'm going to hand it to you and point at the picture.
Does say a single creature.
You make a small, smoke-like image of a thing.
Yeah, I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Form of Electra would.
I lose it all over again.
Hmm?
Less so than when I was beating the pulp out of Johnny.
Happy tears, not rage tears.
Yeah.
Like
Tears.
more grief
Yeah.
than anger. That's why I bought it. I can't do magic like they can. Like I said, I won't always remember.
I just reach over and hug Olaf. Just big sobbing cry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just-
And you know what? I think it's a little early, but I think that's a good spot to end on this week.
Mhm.
Just with Olaf
Yeah.
and Minerva hugging.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Friends, thank you very much for watching this evening. We will not be live Tuesday or Friday of this upcoming week. We'll be back next Sunday, so a week from now at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We have some people traveling, so we're taking a little brief break.
Doing a fireside? No.
Breaky poo.
I'll explain. But yeah, so we'll see you guys next Sunday, and thank you as always for watching. Good night, everybody.
Good
Bye,
night.
friends.
See you, Master.